Good morning, Upland High School. Good afternoon, Upland High School. Good night, Upland High School. Wherever you're watching this, whenever you're watching this, welcome to the special edition of Student Bulletin at Home. I'm Andy Alamon, and I'm with my co-host, Caden Bruce. Caden, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Andy.
That's good to hear, especially during these difficult times. We wish you all the best at home. Roll the intro.
For the people that don't know, Directing Change is an organization where contestants make videos about certain topics and they do it in a certain format. This time it was about PSAs. Or not about PSA, but in the form of a PSA. Here are the winners and their videos.
Upland would like to recognize our students for their success in the California Directing Change Film Contest. Directing Change is an annual public service announcement contest that gives students an opportunity to spread awareness on issues like mental health and suicide prevention. This year, Upland High School had 14 students recognized for their films. Starting off with the honorable mentions, congratulations to Victoria Garcia and Mark Muski on their suicide prevention PSA, See Me.
Say hi to Mark. He's a high schooler who happens to have friends, good grades, and brightens up anyone's day. But what people don't see is his sadness. Once he's alone, that's when everything hits him. He feels tired, empty, and hopeless. Nobody seems to notice. Except for a few friends. Friends who care about him. They ask him directly if he's thought about suicide and listen to what he has to say. So I gave him the phone number and let him know that there are many resources available. It might not get better right away, but as long as we start the conversation and have open resources, we can help others. Text HOME to 741-741 for help today and always.
Congratulations to Akira Mira and Muhammad Oktodinata, Al Stalworth, and Isaiah Alvarez on their suicide prevention PSA realization.
In my life, I've known what it's like to feel worthless, to feel like the world that you grew up in isn't the world that you see now. But through those times, we have to find it in ourselves to love ourselves, and that I matter and you matter. And no matter how dark and how many thoughts you have, there is a way out. There always is a way out. And we can make that choice. I decided to take a chance on life one last time and call the Suicide Prevention Hotline. I matter and you matter. It changed my life, and I know it will change yours. Seek help.
Congratulations to Sierra Sherrod, who worked with our alumni Jonathan Park and Hussein Harb for her Mental Health Matters PSA Journey to Discuss.
For the last few months,
I've been showing signs and symptoms of
anxiety disorder. I am in a constant state of panic, fear, and unease because of my surroundings.
I am having trouble sleeping most nights with the fear of what tomorrow brings.
I can never stay calm and sit still. I always have to be moving.
I'm normally cold, sweaty, or have tingly feelings in my hands and feet.
I get dizzy very easily.
I feel nauseous most of the time because of the things that are going on in my life.
My muscles are tense and sore because I clench them all the time.
After a few months of this, I finally got help. I talked to my school counselor.
I talked to my best friend.
I talked to my parents.
They supported me by showing me resources.
Asking what they can do to help me now.
Encouraging my healthy behaviors and so much more.
Protect and discuss your mental health at eachmindmatters.org.
Now, congratulations to our regional third place winners Malika Lambert and Maritza Pastrana on their Mental Health Matters PSA, The Gift of Life.
Days went by slower. The sun seemed dimmer. I loved making art, but I couldn't seem to draw anything like I used to. I used to hang out with my sister all the time, but I didn't have the energy to bother anymore. I didn't like the feeling, but I didn't know what to do. It wasn't until my sister said she wanted to talk that I found hope for the future. She told me it was okay to open up, and I described all the emotional turmoil that I was experiencing. It felt so good to be honest for once. She told me everything was going to be okay, and showed me eachmindmatters.org. I don't know what I would have done if she didn't show me the website. Every day, I get better and better. And now I laugh like old times. If you or someone you know is experiencing problems with mental health, go to www.eachmindmatters.org.
Congratulations to Jeremiah Andrade, Josh McConnell, Gavin Dela Cruz, and Luciano Aldana for winning first place in our San Bernardino and Riverside County region and for qualifying for statewide judging.
Depression is one of the most difficult things for someone to overcome. It's been affecting my relationship with my parents and my regard for self-care. I've refused to accept help, assuming that I can handle it all by myself. I've felt trapped, unable to live at the pace of everyone else. And I was convinced that I was completely alone in this struggle. But then I saw someone else in my shoes and decided to help them, which in turn helped me. Each Mind Matters encourages you to let people know that their mind matters as much as everyone else's. Visit eachmindmatters.org to find out more about getting involved in the fight for thriving mental health.
Last but not least, congratulations to Sarah Chu for winning second place in state for her animation short PSA, Notice the Signs.
As the days pass by, your troubles come too. I know it's hard, but I don't want to lose you. I remember the day when I noticed the signs. You are much more and deserve to live your life. In all things you loved, you lost all hope. Withdrew yourself, I ask, where did you go? Those things you think might have helped you cope? But I'm here to tell you that the answer is no. Take my hand, and we'll find a way out. Things will get better, I have no doubt.
Thank you all for making a name for Upland with your talents, and remember to stay Upland strong.
Have you been feeling bored, lazy, or anything of the sorts? Have you just gotten through all that, homework that you need to do assigned by your teachers? Well, you know what? Here's 25 ways to pass the time in quarantine, made by our very own Lauren Barnhart.
Do you struggle to figure out what to do all day in isolation? Do you watch Netflix all day instead of trying to do anything productive? Do you find yourself lying in the middle of the room staring at your ceiling for an absurd number of hours? Well, no longer. In this video, we've got it all. We've got activities for any kind of mood and any type of day. Now sit back, relax, and get ready to hear about 25 things to do during COVID-19. 1. Take your dog for a walk. Ride your bike. Smell the roses. Take a moment to realize that you've never really appreciated the world around you and that your life is just the internet and you'll never really bake! Read a book. Write a book. Review a book. Realize your book will go nowhere and you should probably quit while you're ahead. Give up and watch TikTok. Make a TikTok. You won't become TikTok famous. You're not funny. Just because school is over doesn't mean you should become internet famous, so stop trying, Lola. Try on every piece of clothing in your closet. Spring clean. Become a minimalist. Get into Zen Buddhism. Meditate like all the Pinterest girls say. Try to figure out why none of your friends have texted you in the last few days. Did they like you? Does your mom like you? Do you like you? Bake again! Work on your car. Be sad you have nowhere to take your car. Finally sit down to do the homework you've been procrastinating for days. Stare at the assignment for hours until you remember that grades don't actually matter anymore, but then you remember that you're a tryhard and you should probably finish your essay or else you'll never really love yourself. End the video because this is getting sad. Eat what you baked!
Thank you so much, Lauren Barnhart, for some tips to avoid boredom in this quarantine and to even have a little fun. Up next by Sierra Sherrod is Cooking with Cooper, Mango Salsa. Enjoy.
Hi, and welcome to our very first episode of Cooking with Cooper Online. Today, we're going to be making some yummy mango salsa. It's fresh and light and makes a healthy after-school snack or a great side dish to your summer barbecue. To get started, we're going to need a cutting board, a sharp knife, a bowl to mix everything in, a small spoon, and gloves if you have them. The ingredients we will be using in our salsa are mango, red, yellow, and orange bell peppers, jalapeno, and fresh cilantro. First, we're going to cube our mango. To do this, we need to cut the flesh off of the giant seed in the middle of the fruit. While the skin is still on the fruit, we can carefully score the mango with the tip of the knife, being careful not to cut through the skin. Once this is done, the easiest way I know to strip the mango of its skin is by using the edge of a glass and scooping it out. This should leave you with nice mango cubes to add to your bowl. Next, we'll need to dice up some red, yellow, and orange peppers. Our recipe calls for 1/2 cup of each color, so about 1/2 of each pepper should do the trick. Cut them carefully and add them to your bowl. Now it's time for the jalapeno. This is where the gloves come into play. First, we want to cut off the stem. Then cut the jalapeno in half lengthwise. Next, use the small spoon to scrape the seeds and the membrane out of the inside of the pepper. Now with your knife, cut the jalapeno halves into sticks, about 1/4 inch wide. Gather the sticks together and cut crosswise into 1/4 inch pieces. The recipe calls for 1/2 of a jalapeno, but it's really up to you how much you want to put in. Our final ingredient is cilantro. There's really no trick to cutting cilantro. You just want to gather together all the leaves as best you can and give them a rough chop, trying to avoid any big pieces of stem. Now that everything is in your bowl, give it a good mix and you're done. Enjoy with tortilla chips or over chicken. You can't go wrong with this mango salsa.
Do you have an interest in video production? Do you have an interest in filmmaking, editing, maybe some audio in there too? Do you like videos and production? See Mr. Hawk or Mr. Mira for more information on video production.
We have many talented individuals in our TV broadcasting class, including our very own Zayd Amir, who decided to make a video called Day in the Life. Check it out. I think you'll like it.
Currently 12:53 a.m. Yep, it's also Ramadan, so I'm gonna have to eat breakfast at 4. It's 3:40 in the morning, and me and my sister are going to make breakfast. Choose an outfit, because that's the only thing that can get me dressed these days. They are Zoom meetings. My wrist really hurts for some reason, and I hope it's not because of me embroidering for like an hour and a half. Slept for a lot longer than I thought I was going to. It's 7:44 and now I'm gonna go break fast. I just woke up. I am probably just gonna
I thought that was a really good video. What about you, Caden?
I thought it was the best.
Well, anyway, next up we have Arts and Crafts by Alyssa Gutchenard. Check it out.
Will do. We have many talented individuals in all of our TV broadcasting and advanced video and all the video classes. But, one thing is something
I did not know about that.
Okay. Well, one thing that, not a lot of them can do is make music. One of our students that can, however, is Sarah Chu. She made this song all about the quarantine. I think you guys will like it, so definitely check it out.
Self-isolating quarantine. Please stay home so no more people would cry over this COVID-19. I'm watching you still hang out with your friends. I know wouldn't hit until one of their lives end. And that's the unfortunate truth. You can show no signs, but people can die because of you. So if you need to go outside, please stay safe and wear your mask the whole time. That's all I have to say, just use your common sense. Yeah.
Very excellent.
Thought my song was better.
What was that, Andy?
Oh, it's nothing. It's just that I make songs on the side too. Not sure if you knew that.
I surely didn't. Do you care to elaborate on that?
Oh, I couldn't. I would never. I made a video called the Deaf Music Challenge, where I made music in under an hour without actually listening to what I was creating.
Wow. Sounds tough.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was very proud of the finishing product.
I bet.
Yeah, it's a really good song. Like I'm not gonna sit here and say that it was good, but I think it was pretty good. 30 seconds for what it was worth.
Well,
I just don't mean to.
I have the video
I just don't mean
right
to
here.
toot my own horn.
If you're so proud of it, then why don't we just let all the viewers watch it?
I am very proud and humble of my creation. Please, watch it.
All right.
Now.
Here it is.
Hey, what's up guys? It's Andy. Today we're going to be doing a musical challenge inspired by Rob Scallon on YouTube called the Making Music Without Actually Listening to It challenge, I think. The concept's pretty simple. You have to write, compose something without actually listening to what you're creating. So we're just going to do our best to create something and hopefully it's good. I posted a poll of what genre I should actually attempt to do. It was tied between jazz and epic. So I asked some people, I meant one person, to break that tie. We're gonna do epic. Okay, so as you guys can see, we are going to be making a new project. We're gonna call it Def Epic. So let's see, let's get into the instruments. So let's see, what instruments are typically in an epic? Okay, so we need a key. I'm actually really comfortable in the key of D major or B minor. Def Epic. I'm going to put this in a continuous view just so we can get a good understanding of what it is. Now, part of that's a lot of tracks. I probably should have thought this through. Anyway, it's fine. It's fine. Let's not worry about that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to mute all of the tracks. The thing that I forgot to mention about the challenge is that Rob gave himself a specific amount of time to do it. I can't remember if it was an hour or 2 hours, but for this challenge, my challenge, we're going to do an hour. We're gonna do an hour, and then at the end of this hour, we shall see how it's going. Okay, so the timer's there. Let's get the show on the road. Okay, so I'm thinking is that's a D. Okay. But I already know how this works. I need to take that, I think I'm gonna have that down an octave, just get that bottom. And that's just gonna be the motif, the underlying motif all the way through. I can't see with this thing in the way. It's my thermo, by the way. Need some water. That's good. That is good. Water, best drink of all time. Ow. Love you.
Yeah, you better put that there.
Yeah, I was. Jeez. There's a helicopter going over my house. That's not what I wanted. Transpose diatonically up a third. Bada bing. Bada boom. For you. I need a poo. What? Oh my god, I hope this comes out good. See how much time we have left. 9 minutes. What can we do in 9 minutes? I think we should just give up. But also, Moms ain't raised no scumbag boy. Let's check how much time we got left. Right on the money, 0 seconds. All right, now it's time to take a listen to what I've created. Let's unmute everything. All right, it's time to see the piece of resistance. Okay, not that bad. I expected much worse. I'd definitely like to do a challenge like this again in the future. Maybe as a competition with someone. Hit me up. But yeah, that's what I came up with in an hour. Be sure to check out Rob Scallon's original video where he made beautiful music without listening. In this case for me, I took that challenge and I made epic music without listening to it. So that's all for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Wow, after those 3 videos, I've become quite famous. What about you, Andy?
Yeah, I could go for something to eat. Maybe a little snack on the side.
I could go for some sweets right about now. But what to get? What to get?
What are you thinking, Caden?
Well,
brownies?
You know what? I'm thinking, okay, hear me out. What if there was a type of small chocolatey cake that was in like a sort of rectangle, but it was like brown?
So, brownies.
Yeah, I think so. You know, maybe I'd know if you told me how to make them or something.
Well, I certainly don't know how to make brownies. As much as awesome I am at making music, I am terrible at making food. So, we have a video to showcase how to make brownies by Shelby Hogoslon.
Alright, let's play it.
Hi, it's Shelby, and today we're going to be making brownies, or I'm going to show you how to make brownies. But they're not normal brownies, they're keto brownies. So the only difference is it's different flour and it's different type of sugar. But they're really good nonetheless. And since we're all social distancing and can't really go outside and have fun, we're just going to bake, and I'm going to show you what I've done. I've done this recipe since we've been on social distancing stuff. And it's good, and I like it. So I'm going to show you. Okay, so the ingredients that you're going to need are sweetener, butter, eggs, vanilla extract, almond flour, cocoa powder, gelatin, baking powder, salt, water, and some chocolate chips if you would like. The first step that you need to do is you need to preheat the oven to 350 and prepare your pan. You're going to need 2/3 cup of sweetener. You're going to have 1 stick of melted butter,
You're gonna have 3 eggs at room temperature and 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You all put that into one bowl and start mixing it. Then you're gonna add 1/2 cup of almond flour, 1/3 cup of cocoa powder, 1 tablespoon of gelatin, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Once you put those ingredients together, stir and add some water to make sure that the batter is thin enough for your liking. This is also the time that you would start to stir in the chocolate chips if you are going to be using that. And that is it. That is your batter, and you're going to put that into your pan and you're going to bake that. It says for 15 to 20 minutes, but you just keep checking it. Usually it's like 30 minutes for me. It's basically what your liking is on how cooked you want your brownies. And then once you're done, you remove it from the oven and you let it cool, and then you enjoy very nice brownies.
Wow, those brownies were just delicious. Mwah. Perfect.
Oh yeah.
Andy,
I agree.
what's that on top of your head there? Like, what is that? Is that a cowboy hat? Oh.
Children outside all are laughing under perfect skies, the shapes and patterns in the season make me feel alive. I wanna shout it from the rooftop and tell the world that I was blind, but now I see what's right in front of me. It's a beautiful world I see. Everything looks differently. It's a beautiful world I see. These moments are changing me.
What the heck is that noise? Andy, is that you? Andy, stop. Stop. Not another note. Andy, stop. Stop. Not another string. Put it away.
Why?
Well, we gotta end the student bulletin.
Oh. Thank you for watching the student bulletin.
Stop. Just do a normal ending, man.
You're right. Thank you for tuning into this special edition of the Student Bulletin at home during the quarantine times. Caden, do you have anything else to say?
No, I already ate.
Okay. Thank you for tuning in once again. I am Andy Alamon here with Kate and Bruce. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.